Hey guys, this is a review of the Ethereal Visions Tarot deck by Matt Hughes. The back of the deck says, in creating Ethereal Visions Tarot, Matt Hughes has drawn inspiration from the Art Nouveau movement, adopting his distinctive style and meticulous approach to craftsmanship. The artist has also created 2 additional cards to supplement the traditional major arcana. Every detailed image in the 80-card deck is hand-drawn and colored. Each card is illuminated with gold-foiled stamping to elegant effect. Includes a 48-page booklet. So, one of the unique things about this deck is it comes with 2 other tarot cards that aren't in the traditional Rider-Waite style deck. This deck is traditional Rider-Waite style, an exemption to the 2 added cards and some of the difference in artwork and symbolism. Other than that, the meanings for each card are basically the same for Rider-Waite style. So this deck comes with gold foiling, and it's really gorgeous. I was on Amazon and I was looking for a new tarot deck because my cat chewed up my old tarot deck. And I was really drawn to this one because I am really into astrology and cosmic witchcraft, and something about the name Ethereal Visions and just the whole, pastel vibe to everything, really caught my attention. So it comes in, this really nice box, right? And, on the inside, instead of it just being black, I don't know if you can tell, but that's, a really dark green in there. And it comes with this little booklet. And in this booklet, it'll say, it'll give, the astrological correspondence to the cards. For example, it says the world in here is Saturn, Judgment's Pluto, the sun is the sun, the tower is Mars, the star is Aquarius. It does not do that for the minor arcana, though. Just something to keep in mind there. Okay, what else is there to keep in mind here? I don't think much. I think that the box that this comes in is really nice, and I'll probably store my cards in here from now on so my cat does not eat up my cards. And I'll be filming a separate video later to flip through every single card in this deck. What I wanted to do in this video is give a review and do a sample reading. I've already experimented with these cards in a few readings, like a deck interview reading on my own, but I wanted to give you my first impressions and all that, and show you a few things about this deck. So, before the flip through, I'll show you some certain cards I think are really nice and beautiful. As you can tell, all the cards have this gold leaf aspect to it, and I think it looks really pretty. So if I'm gonna go through all these cards, let me pick out a few that I think are really beautiful. For example, this is the 4 of Pentacles card. I believe most of the Pentacle cards, I think it's only the Pentacle cards in which the actual suit itself is illuminated with the gold, but I think it's beautiful. One of the things I really like about this deck that's not in the traditional Rider-Waite deck is purple. There's a lot of purple in this deck, and I really love purple. I think it looks really beautiful. The World card is really one of the standouts here in this deck. I think it's very beautiful. And it's not so much about this deck being beautiful, although I did kind of treat myself here because I had the traditional Rider-Waite deck for about 5 years, and I needed a new one, so it's that it really draws to me. The images are really clean. I think the symbolism is pretty straightforward. The booklet gives a lot of really good information. Here's the death card. The only thing this deck's kind of missing, with it being a more lighter tone deck, is, for instance, the death card doesn't really look like the death card. It's supposed to be the death card. It kind of seems a little bit nicer, but I think the important symbolism there that you need to pick up on to give a reading is there. So I think this deck is very functional. My 2 favorite cards in this deck have to be the Queen of Cups and the King of Cups, but also the Sun card. The Sun card is absolutely beautiful. I love this card. I think it's gorgeous. I found the Queen of Cups and also the Star card. See the Queen of Cups? It's very Venusian. You have the pinks, the turquoise tones, seashells, seahorses. Absolutely a work of art there. The Star card is absolutely beautiful too. Put that over there. And then I'll find the other card that I think was really nice. The Queen of Wands. Beautiful. The sunflower, the cat, it's everything. This deck is so beautifully made. The cards are thick. The paper quality is beautiful, nice. They're a little bit, I think they're a little bit like wider than your normal tarot deck, but I kind of like that. Then you have the Moon card, which you only have like a little crescent moon up there above, but I mean, the gold leaf stamping, the pastel art, the style, everything, how it's art inspired, beautiful. One of the cards that are kind of different are the Seven of Cups. Artwork is very distinctly different from the Rider-Waite. I mean, most of them are or somewhat similar. Like this card's pretty similar. The Five of Cups card is similar in essence to the traditional Rider-Waite one. The Chariot, beautiful. The gold crown, love it. The Empress, how much gold is on this card? Even the Devil card in this deck is very beautiful. Temperance, again, the use of purple, I love that. And the tone of the purple of the deck is also extremely appealing. So I guess there'd be 80 cards in this deck if a traditional deck of cards is 78. This is the King of Cups. And this is like Neptunian, where the other one was like Venusian. This to me is like a Neptunian type of, you know, I get like a Neptune vibe here, like a Pisces vibe. Alright, so those are the star cards I wanted to show you. Now, I wanted to show you these two different cards. We have the Artist, and we have the Well. Okay? Now I'm going to read to you what the booklet says about each. And by the way, these two cards come after the World card, like in the order. So it's still 0 for the Fool, 1 for the Magician, etc. So it's 22 for the Well, and it says the astrological correspondence is Gaia. And it says, the Well is the birthplace of ideas, inspiration, and transformation. All things are birthed from this creatrix, and knowledge flows freely to those who seek it. It says upright, nurturing, opportunity, nature, creativity. Reverse, destruction, endings, cold, stagnant. So I think this is about, you know, making the best of a situation and turning, you know, straw into gold. The Well. I'm sorry, not the Artist. The Well. Yeah, the Well. Because it's a wealth of opportunity. You know, in this card, she has a pendulum right there. She's by a well. There's smoke. It's a very spiritual card, right? And this is why it has to do with transformation. This is why it's earth. This is because, you know, a cauldron is a... Sorry, my video got cut off there. A cauldron is a womb, essentially. And, it's pretty much like a well, and this is why it has to do with Mother Earth, a tree hollow, you know, those types of things. Those are all very feminine energies, okay? And then we have the Artist. It says astrological correspondence, Ophiuchus. Okay, so disclaimer here. The 13th astrological sun sign pretty much only comes in consideration when you're using sidereal or constellational astrology. Your normal astrology that we all know and love, usually 90% of the time used, your modern tropical astrology, the Ophiuchus is not, your sun sign does not change unless your form of astrology that you're doing changes, okay? So anyways, it says the artist Ophiuchus. The artist is the vessel of creation. This card signifies mankind and shows when you need to open to the knowledge that is available if you stop and set aside the distractions of the human condition and listen. Upright, visionary, interpreter, creation, passionate, reverse, unstable, judgmental, restless, greedy. This is about taking your vision and turning it into reality. Right, so these are very beautiful cards. These are very different cards. This deck could have probably went without these cards, but I guess what makes it different and I would say more of a reason to be purchased compared to like some other decks is because of the unique artwork, the personal customized booklet, like the custom box, everything is customized, everything is like unique. The card, these two unique cards, the artwork is different than anything I've ever seen personally. I think this is a really nice deck, and I would totally recommend it to beginners. I think the booklet really does help. I think the cards are really good material. The only thing I'm not too big of a fan of is the back of the cards. They're kind of growing on me because I love purple and green together, so I'm kind of starting to like that. But I love how like the cards are like rounded at the edges, how like nice and big they are, how thick they are, how like nice this box is, because you can keep this box forever. Like it's I'm squeezing this, it's sturdy, and these little lips here are like, I guess, half circles cut out. They're really useful for like pulling out that box. Like it's not, you see how easy it goes in, it doesn't come out too difficult, but it stays in there just enough where it feels sturdy. The box feels expensive. When the cards are in there, they feel heavy. They feel good. These feel like really nice quality cards. And I believe the card that's on here at the front is the Priestess, High Priestess. This is this one. She's the High Priestess. And I think that was a really good choice for this deck because it helps with intuition. And I love the triple moon symbol here too. I think it's gorgeous. Yeah, so I wanted to go through and do a sample reading. This reading is for me, but this is a general reading for I. And I just wanted to show you how this deck kind of differs and how it's going to function slightly differently. Because of Son of a Gun. This is what I'm talking about here. But I think these cards are like really gorgeous. Like the artwork, phenomenal. Honestly, I was very excited for this deck, but I am even more happier with it than I thought I was going to be. I thought this deck was going to be really cool, I was going to really like it, and honestly I didn't expect to like it as much as I do. Any more cards the other way? No. Okay. Yeah. I thought, I was going to hate the back of the cards. The back of the cards are growing on me. I thought that the pastel colors weren't going to be a good thing. I love the pastel colors. It's a very Venusian Libra-y deck. Like, I would recommend this deck to my Libras and Tauruses here because they would probably love this and love the aesthetic of it. Like, this deck is very aesthetically pleasing. Everything's like custom. Everything feels expensive. It feels well made. So we're going to go through here and we're going to do a general reading for me. We're going to do a basic 3-card spread. And I would say that these cards are just a little bit more difficult to shuffle because they're a little bit bigger. But they're not too big. They're not obnoxiously big like the Tarot de Marseille. That deck is obnoxiously big in my opinion. I don't know how you're able to shuffle those. This deck, I think, is perfect. Oh, we're going to do it like this. Theme of the deck is the Knight of Cups, right? So I'm going to read to you what the bottom, or what this booklet says about the Knight of Cups here. Advancement, fulfillment, inspiration, healing. Okay? Now this is like a general reading for like, you know, next couple weeks, month, short term type of reading. Okay? We got our past, King of Pentacles, our present, and our future. Okay? So our past is the King of Pentacles. Alright? So we're going to read what the King of Pentacles is here. Just so we can see how they're similar in meaning and where they differ. It says power, influence, strength, abundance. So yeah, so this is about, this reading has a lot to do with self-worth and healing and like self-limiting beliefs. Okay, for me, this is for me. And then we'll do King of Cups, balance, generosity, strength, restraint. So this has to do with me maturing and trying to stay balanced in a chaotic environment and seeing past false beliefs and mindsets I was indoctrinated into by my parents, stuff like that. Okay, and then Three of Wands. I believe we're getting there. Strategy, planning, strength, travel. So this has to do with me getting out on my own and moving past certain obstacles and really like it's about movement. It's about getting out of the house and stuff like that. And really this is a very like straightforward reading, and that's what I like about these cards. Like you can look at the booklet, you can not look at the booklet. I feel like these cards are very straightforward, easy to interpret. They speak well to my subconscious. I feel like they're not overly complicated in symbolism. But the symbolism is there. Like on this knight, I mean, he's got a horse on his shoulder. He's got fishies swimming around there. He's got some mountains and some water in the background. He's got a gold cup in his hand, something gold on his wrist. He's looking this way. So yeah, these cards are really nice and I really like them. What I'm going to do at the end of this review here is, well, what I'm going to do like here following is I guess I'm going to do like a general reading for all the signs for like the next 2 weeks. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that right now. I'm just going to put these in like a random location in the deck so I don't pull up the same cards every single time. Okay, so yeah, I guess I'll just do a general reading for all you guys for maybe not next 2 weeks. Let's call it, we're in Aries season to Taurus season. Yeah, for Aries season. This is till like May 20th or whenever Taurus season, does Taurus season? When does Taurus season begin? April 20th. April 20th, right? Yeah, we're gonna do that. So beginning of Taurus season, like how this is for all signs on the end of Aries season to the beginning of Taurus season. So the next couple weeks, right? Okay, we're gonna do that. All sun sign, zodiac signs. Future forecast from the end of Aries to the beginning of Taurus. All sun signs from the beginning of Aries, or to the end of in Aries to the beginning of Taurus. Future forecast for all sun signs from the end of Aries to the beginning of Taurus. Okay. Bottom of the deck here, we got the moon. This is about listening to our intuition. This is about dreaming. This is about thought experiments. This is about our perception, the way that we view things. We should pay attention to our dreams at this time. when this comes to our health, because we are going through a pandemic right now, we do need to be extra cautious. It says, the moon is transformational. You are at a time of metamorphosis. You become aware of your shadow self and the lessons that lie within. The card reminds you that fear is an illusion, and you will need to purge negativity and tap into your inner awareness for answers. Intuition, illusion, fear, subconscious. And this is also a time where we should be reevaluating our self-limiting beliefs and our beliefs systems and how they make us function as adults and people. Okay? So Celtic Cross. Center of the deck, King of Pentacles. Again, the self-worth card, crossed by King of Cups. Okay? Knight of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles. Three of Cups. The Artist. The Nine of Swords. What I'm getting with this Nine of Swords is that for a lot of you that have predominant air or water in your chart, that there are people around you trying to make you feel guilty and like trying to make you feel bad, trying to get you down. Okay, so this is a very similar to the reading that I just gave myself. That's quite interesting. Okay, so we got the Knight of Pentacles here crossed by the King of Cups. I feel like that's pretty self-explanatory. You know, right now we all just got our stimulus checks. We're feeling, you know, a little bit better about our money situation. You know, some of us are feeling really good monetarily in our family situations. We have Knight of Pentacles here, and the goal or destiny says prepared, efficient, ambitious, practical. So this is showing your need to be ambitious, practical, and go about things in a step-by-step manner that makes the most efficient sense. Three Cups have to do with, you know, celebration, joy, you know, your friends. And really it seems like there's an opportunity for travel here. And seeing your loved ones, maybe in some parts of the country or parts of the world that you might live in, there might be some restrictions being lifted. Perhaps this has to do with your friends and the people around you that bring you joy, helping you understand more about yourself and making you feel more confident. And honestly, yeah, the future is yours to paint however you want to. You can do anything with the future opportunities that you will have. It seems like this is a blank slate. You're at a, well, it says metamorphosis, right? Transformation. So, you know, you're at a part of your life where things are definitely changing, but they're changing for a good thing. For good things, right? Six of Pentacles here in innermost feelings. Generosity, charity, empathy, kindness. Yeah, so like this is really like a time for everybody to learn empathy, take care of one another, take care of yourself, you know, help out where you can, donate as much as you can. And really what you do and for yourself and for others during this time period will really come back to you in the future. But also keep in mind, with this environment card, my intuition was telling me, if you're dealing with people in your environment that are, you know, getting to you, if you're dealing with a lot of guilt, if you're dealing with somebody who is going through a lot of like anxiety and stress right now, really the good way to go about it is with compassion and doing nice things for other people. it says, this card reminds you that fear is an illusion. You need to purge negativity to tap into your inner awareness for answers. Yeah, so you need to do things that make you happy, be around people that make you happy, you know, whether you're FaceTiming somebody or however you want to put it. Learn self-compassion, learn compassion for others. And really, the future is a blank canvas for you to paint however you want, and you can take your vision and put it into reality if that's what you want to do. You just have to be able to have the strength and confidence enough to do that, and learn how to deal with negative feelings and negative people, and you should be good. But it seems like you're gonna try to go about things in a earth sign manner. Like, it's not that it's uncompassionate, it's just logical thinking, it's grounded, right? So try to go about things in more of a compassionate way, and it'll get you a lot further, but also keep in mind your rationality too, because you need to be able to use your intuition and discern about other people, because sometimes it's our own perceptions about people that really determine how we experience them. And so if we look within ourselves, into our shadow selves, and ask ourselves why we're experiencing the same situations the same way every single time, it's enlightening to know that it might just be a subconscious belief or pattern or something like that. So, and that when we get past these things, we can really move forward in our lives and move forward as humanity, because it seems like everyone is under a lot of stress right now. So yeah, see, I really love these cards. Like, I really think that they have really good imagery. The images pop out at me. They're really good, and I would recommend this deck. I'm going to post a link in the description down below where you can get this. I am an Amazon affiliate, which means I would be earning a small commission off of purchases that you use with any of my links that are Amazon. You do not have to purchase this deck. I'm just linking it down below, so if you decide to, you know where to get it. I would recommend this deck for beginners. I would recommend this deck for people that have been reading tarot for a while, and I would definitely recommend this deck as a collector deck, because it's honestly really gorgeous and beautiful. And I think if anything, it's worth having for the beautiful artwork, because it's a really artistic deck. This deck was made by an artist. Everything looks custom. Everything feels expensive. I'm really excited about having this deck. It is definitely my favorite deck I've ever looked at or ever used ever. The use of purple and like cool tone colors, but like all the warm tone colors are more like pastel and muted, and the mauves and the really light tones. I think this deck is beautiful. And one thing I forgot to mention is that in this deck, the pages are women. They're not men, they're women, which I think is really cool, because when I think of a page, I think of like a young boy, but also think of like a young girl. And I feel like this deck does a really good job of capturing both women and men in their different ages and styles and maturities. I think this deck is beautiful, and I would recommend it to everybody. Plus the gold leaf on it. Hello. Beautiful, eye-catching. Looks like a very professional deck. I would recommend this deck for professional tarot readers. Like, this deck looks more expensive than it actually is. So yes, I'd recommend this. I hope this reading was helpful for people right now who are dealing with a lot and going through a lot of stuff right now. If anything, I hope it was helpful in that manner. I'm just trying to show you guys how these cards work and how they slightly differ from the normal traditional Rider-Waite, but I personally think that the ways in which this deck differs is more of a benefit than anything. Okay? Yeah, I hope the reading was beneficial. I hope you found the review helpful. And again, if you would like to know where I purchased this deck, I will link it down below in the description of my YouTube channel. Again, it is an affiliate link. Is there anything left to say? Oh, yes, my future video will be of this deck, and I will be going through every single card and showing you every single card and all the artwork on all the cards, so you can look at every single card before you view this deck, before you buy this deck, whatever. So you can, it's helpful, but I feel like even the few cards I've shown you really gives a good, gives you good insight into how beautiful the artwork is and all the images are in this deck. Honestly, it's absolutely gorgeous, and I am super excited to have it and work with it and play with it. It's probably my new favorite deck ever, and I probably won't be purchasing a new deck for a while unless it's an Oracle card deck or an affirmation deck. And this will be the new standard deck that I use in all my tarot readings on my YouTube channel now. So, yeah. Hope your guys' days are awesome. I hope quarantine's going well. I'll be posting future videos with this deck. I will be, I was wondering if you guys would rather see each of the readings monthly for the zodiac signs like individually as all 12 signs, or if you would like to see it grouped together like fire signs, earth signs, water signs, air signs. Or you could even do it fixed signs, mutable signs, cardinal signs. And if you want to see new moon and full moon forecasts for your signs as well. And how do you guys enjoy pick a card readings? Because I love doing pick a card readings. And I'll probably be doing more of those in the future. And if there's topics for pick a card readings, like if you want to know if your ex coming back or if you're going to get the new job or whatever, just let me know if you have any suggestions of any types of videos you want to see. If you want to see more Grimoire flip throughs, that I can totally make that happen. And I'll be posting more regularly, so look forward to that. Tune in. Today's Saturday, so I'll probably be posting, guaranteed, a new video every late Saturday nights, early Sunday morning, at least once a week. And I'm going to start doing the signs again. And I'll continue to be doing tarot readings for the retrogrades and different cosmological things going on right now. Okay? I hope this review did help some of you guys who were looking into purchasing this deck. And I hope that my example readings made some of you feel better, and also hope they gave you some insight into how these cards worked. I will be tuning in with you guys soon. Have a lovely day.